So, are we recording? Yes. Okay. Excellent. So, I'm Zach. I am one of the founding engineers here at Tetrate, and I was also one of the earliest engineers on the Istio project back at Google. It's been a pretty exciting and awesome ride. For me personally, I've got to do a whole bunch of things. I got to speak. I got to write a book. I've got to help start a company. It's been really, really cool, right? In a pretty wild whirlwind. And I feel like that's kind of true for the overall project itself. It came in and really took off very quickly, and it's been a pretty exciting whirlwind to see over these past 3 years. Originally, it started with the people. I had worked with a small part of the group that formed the core Istio team about a year and a half before Istio ever existed. And they were a really phenomenal group of folks. A lot of them are still in the project today. And it was about time for me to have a change on my teams. And I was looking around and they said, "Hey, we're about to start this new open source project. You should come join us. It's really cool." And I said, "Okay, yeah, sure." And I started looking around, and it was really interesting. The problem space was something that I really kind of grew into and really enjoy. The team and the people are really phenomenal to work with. And being able to work on an open source project where I can go and show the world kind of the stuff that I work on is something that's really cool that a lot of developers don't get to do. So all of those things for me were kind of big pulls to get involved in the project and get going. First and foremost, it goes back to the people, right? It's a phenomenal community that has grown up around Istio itself. Not just that initial group that I joined to work with, but as the community has grown and as IBM came in, and then Sriram now I work with very closely here at Tetrate, right? But he was at a totally different company before, and the folks at Red Hat and at Cisco and at places like Aspen and Solo, for example. The fact that we all get to work together and that we all have this common interest and that we can have these meetings where, in some environments, vendors and different people with these different interests get very contentious. Because we're coming from the right spot and we have the interest of the project at heart, we can all work together very well, right? And so that is a thing that really excites me about the project today, that makes it very exciting to continue to work on. The other things that excite me are seeing this project grow and explode in usage, and that it really very clearly it solves a set of problems that resonate with people running infrastructure today. Mm-hmm. And so seeing usage explode is very gratifying, right? It's super cool to help create a project that solves the needs very clearly. And then finally, obviously, we have this company, Tetrate, around the open source project, and so working kind of at Tetrate every day, helping large enterprises with their Istio adoption, of course, motivates me to go make the project better. Two things I would say very quickly. The first one is, hey, just talk to us. We would love to know that you're using it. One of the interesting things about having an open source project is we don't really know who uses it and who doesn't. So we're always curious to hear about your use cases. When it comes to actually adopting Istio, I would say the most important thing that you as somebody eyeing up the project can have is one single use case for the mesh. And it should be a painful one. Adopt Istio because you need encryption in transit. Adopt Istio because you need observability across your services. Adopt it because you need fine-grained traffic control to be able to do safe rollouts. But don't adopt it because everybody's adopting a service mesh, and I think that I want those things down the line. I think over the next 2 years, what Istio should continue to do is what it's really done over this past year. Make it easier to use. Make it less configuration, make more of the knobs intelligent so that the users don't have to fiddle with them. Do those things that make the project adoptable and robust and easy to run in a variety of environments, more than just Kubernetes as well. That is the stuff that I think is really, really important over the next 2 years. It's been a really, really awesome and really rewarding ride. I'm super glad that I kind of made the leap. And it's been a blast, a stressful blast, but it's been a blast.